Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'm happy that you're here. Welcome. We're going to talk about 10 difficult words to pronounce in English. Our first word is C-O-L-O-N-E-L. C-O-L-O-N-E-L. How do you think we pronounce this word in English? Did you say colonel? If you did, don't feel bad. This is a word that is pronounced differently than how it's spelled. It's pronounced colonel. A colonel, according to Merriam-Webster.com, is a commissioned officer in the Army, Air Force, or Marine Corps, ranking above a lieutenant, colonel, and below a brigadier general. Someone that's a senior military officer.
Delicious as it ever was. I'm Colonel Sanders, and I'm back, America.
So that's colonel. Colonel. Okay. Our second word is A-N-E-M-O-N-E. How do you think we pronounce this word? Did you say this? If so, don't feel bad. This is a difficult word to pronounce even for native speakers. For this word, we're going to clap it together. Anemone. Anemone. Would you like to listen to how this word is pronounced? Slowly.
Anemone.
Anemone. Can you try it? Anemone. 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 Woo! Don't worry, you'll get there. This is an anemone. Our next word is M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-O-U-S. Mischievous. 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 Mischievous means causing trouble in a playful way. Mischievous can also mean, according to Oxford Languages, an action or thing causing or intending to cause harm or trouble. Mischievous. Our fourth difficult word to pronounce in English is R-U-R-A-L. I'll give you a minute to think about how to pronounce this word. R-U-R-A-L. Rural. Rural. Rural is the opposite of city. It's relating to or the characteristic of the countryside, according to Oxford Languages. For example, I grew up in a rural area. For this word, you have to use the R sound twice. So it's not rural, it's rural. Rural. So think of a car. So I want you now to go and keep that R sound because in some languages you don't have the sound. In English, our R's can be hard. Some are harder than others. So it's rural Not rural, rural. It's rural, 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 rural. So remember, in English, our R's are hard. They're hard. Rural, rural. Think of the car. Rural, rural. Our fifth difficult word to pronounce in English is Squirrel. Squirrel. How do you think we pronounce this word? It's pronounced squirrel, 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 squirrel. So even though there's two R's, we say squirrel. We don't roll our tongue. It's squirrel, squirrel. This is a squirrel. Our sixth difficult word to pronounce in English. Temperate. I'll give you a clue. This word has 3 syllables. 3 syllables. Temperature. 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 It's not temperature. It's not temperature. It's temperature. Temperature. The T-U-R-E in English makes the chur sound. Temperature. 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 Temperature, according to Oxford Languages, is the degree or intensity, which means how strong something is. So it's the degree or intensity of heat present in a substance or object. For example, when I had a fever, my body temperature was above normal. Temperature, in that sense, was the intensity of heat that was present in me, the substance, the object, me. We can also use temperature when talking about the weather. For example, what is the temperature? Which means, what is the intensity or degree of heat outside? How hot is it? How cold is it? What is the temperature? Can you think of another word in English that ends in U-R-E? How about the word lecture? Lecture. Can you think of another example? Comment in the description below. I'd love to see what words you can come up with. Our seventh difficult word to pronounce in English is Accessory. We have 2 C's and 2 S's. Well, maybe if your native language is Italian or some other language like that, where the 2 C's can make a ch sound, in English, it's pronounced accessory, accessory, accessory. An accessory is, according to Merriam-Webster.com, is an object or device that is not essential in itself, but adds to the beauty, convenience, or effectiveness of something else. For example, I got a lot of accessories for my car. That might include cool lights for my car. It might be a new stereo. It might be air fresheners. Could be a steering wheel cover. It could be a seat cover or seat covers. Anything that enhances something but is not necessary. I have a lot of accessories to go along with all of the dresses that I have. The first C makes the k sound. K. One is s, and then we have the two S's. Accessory, accessory, accessory. So we have k, s, and then s. Accessory, 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 accessory. So remember, the first C is hard. It's a k sound. The second C is soft. S. Number 8. C-H-O-I-R. C-H-O-I-R. Did you say chore? If you did, don't feel bad. This word is pronounced choir. You may be thinking, that doesn't make any sense. There's no W in this word. But that's how we say it. Choir. Choir. One definition of choir, according to Merriam-Webster, is an organized company of singers. Our 9th difficult word to pronounce in English is E-P-I-T-O-M-E. E-P-I-T-O-M-E. This is a tricky one. I'll give you some time to think. Epitome. Epitome. Let's clap it together. Epitome. 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 Not epitome, not epitome, but epitome. Epitome, according to Oxford Languages, can mean a person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. For example, my aunt is the epitome of what a model looks like. Our 10th difficult word to pronounce in English is Hyperbole. Did you say hyperbole? It looks like it should say hyperbole, but it's actually pronounced hyperbole. 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 Let's say that again together. Hyperbole. 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 Can you say it? A hyperbole, according to Merriam-Webster, is an extravagant exaggeration. For example, a common hyperbole is, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
So hungry I could eat a horse.
Now, here's a bonus. I said that we were going to go over 10 words, but here's a bonus word. S-P-E-C-I-F-I-C. Specific, the number 1 definition in Oxford Languages for specific is clearly defined or identified. So it's something that's clearly defined. For example, I have a specific way of making pizza. That means that I have a definite way that I make pizza. It's clear. I know exactly how to make it. I have an exact way. I have a clearly defined way of making pizza. It's specific. It's not general. It's specific. Teacher had a specific way of teaching math. She had an exact way. She had a specific, detailed, certain way that she teaches math. She had a certain way of teaching math. It was specific. 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 specific, specific, specific. So we have specific, specific, specific. After a while, this can be quite challenging. The SP makes the sp, spus. And then again, as we mentioned before, sometimes C can be soft and make the S sound. So we have spus. And then our last C is a hard C. It's the K sound. It makes the K sound. So we have specific, specific. I hope that today's lesson really helped you to learn how to say some of these difficult words in English. Would you like to practice with somebody who's a native speaker, who's kind, who's patient, who will help you learn English at a pace that you're comfortable going at? Then book a lesson with me, and I would be happy to help you. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more content like this. That's all for today, everybody. Don't forget to add another word that ends in T-U-R-E. We have temperature, lecture. Put another one down below. That's all for today, everyone, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to book a lesson with Teacher Britt. Bye!